Hey, govannen niblings. Let's play LotRO episode 90. I'm here at this hill to the southwest of the Colossus at High King's Crossing. You can kind of see Deer. It's behind these ruins. Anyway, I'm coming to see this ranger here. Here. And there's Deer right there. So this is the catapult that he was talking about a couple episodes ago.
How can I be of service?
Alright.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Level 33. Get a new class point. Alright. So he says he's been up here repairing the catapult. However, there are Angmarum scouts, and he wants me to take care of them so that this position is secure. Alright. So, I have to look around for these scouts. Oh, they're tomb robbers, they're not Angmarum. So these are easy enough. At the same level as me. But they're pretty simple enemies. Alright. Oop! Alright. This is the first time I think I've encountered one of these. Now this right here is a roving threat, and they exist in the North Downs as well, but I've never encountered one. You may notice it is level 100. Don't mess with these guys while you're well below level 100. They are very, very dangerous. They will almost certainly defeat you in one hit. There's a series of quests to do these once you get close to level 100. But I am absolutely no match for them whatsoever right now. Even at level 100, they're difficult. A lot of people wait until they're well above the level to do them. They're meant to be done in a group. So just be aware of these. They only exist in certain zones, not every zone. You may remember that we never encountered them in the Lonelands. There are no roving threats in the Lonelands. However, there are in the North Downs. I just never encountered them in my videos. And there are some in Evendom. And there will be some in some other zones we go to. So just keep an eye out. They only pop up in certain remote places, usually. Just stay away from them. And come back and get them when you're level 100. They're also not always in the same place. That's another thing worth noting. They move locations each day. So if you come back up here and you're playing by yourself, you may not see this roving threat here in this spot. You may see a different roving threat. You may not find a roving threat at all. The location changes each day. So, if I'm still doing this series and get Hvila to level 100, or, well, above level 100, I would probably wait until level 106. Then I'll come do some roving threats. Just a few, at least. Alright.
Greetings.
He wants me to go back to Sardan and tell him that we're ready to use the catapult to launch the ropes. Okay. I'm going to do some of these other quests before I go tell Sardan that. So I need to defeat sandlurkers and crawlers. And I need to investigate that shipwreck. And I still need to check out Barad Tharcir. So I think I can defeat these sandlurkers. Well, I may go do the crawlers first, because they're pretty densely packed. But I guess it doesn't hurt to fight the sandlurkers where I find them. There's one up here. A little bit of lag. Not too bad. Alright. I'll start heading towards where I can find all those crawlers. Hopefully find some lurkers on the way. Like I said before, I'm going to ignore the summoned roots. They're not really a threat, and you don't get anything for defeating them. So I'm getting plenty of weeds from these lurkers. I don't know if that crawler there that I'm seeing counts. I think it might have to be crawlers specifically in the ruins. Maybe not, though. Oh. Died before I could start hitting it in bear form. Let's find out if this crawler counts, if it's close enough. Yep, that one counts. I need one more pile of weeds, so I'll defeat this lurker here. Alright, that was all the weeds. Finish off these crawlers now. Got a lot of them to fight. I guess I don't need to be doing hearten anymore when I don't actually need heals, since I finished the deed for it. So what I did just there is I put the bees on this crawler here, and then I went and started attacking a different crawler so that the bees could just run their course while I did damage to a different one, because these are swarms. Normally it's better to just focus all of your damage on one creature at a time and take it out as quickly as possible to minimize the damage it will do to you. But with swarms, you can afford to spread it out. And honestly, even with normals in a lot of cases. Also depends on your class. Some classes are a lot better at dealing AoE damage AoE means area of effect, in case you forgot. Bjornings are not one of those classes. Bjornings don't do a lot of area of effect damage. Ah, there's the shipwreck. Can you see it under the water there? Can just barely make it out. So I think if I get out in there. Now, there's no diving mechanic in Lord of the Rings Online. They never built into the game an ability for you to go underwater. So you just kind of click on them and get them without your character actually going underwater. It's just kind of assumed that what you're doing is diving to get them. And that's something you see more in older games like Lord of the Rings Online than in newer games. Newer games tend to build in those animations a little better. But like I think I've mentioned before, this is an 11-year-old game. Gaming technology has progressed a lot in that time. And this game does show its limitations from time to time compared to new games. But I still think it's worth playing. Alright, so that was all 4 of those quests. I will turn them in. And I think there will be one more follow-up that I'll get to do before I head out to Barad Tharsir. I don't think I'll make it to Barad Tharsir in this episode. But the next one, I should. I really like Everton a lot. They did a really good job with this zone, just making it really pretty.
How can I be of service?
So, the ranger already shot the ropes before I got back. That's funny.
Would you do something for me?
Alright, he wants me to climb up to the top of the Colossus and take a look around. Just enjoy the view. That's all he wants me to do. Oh, my horse is up here. Well, that's kind of silly. So, here I am, up on top of the Colossus. I'm doing the look. That should be the screenshot of this episode. Oh, camera's being weird. Let me get to where there's something interesting in the background. And I'll do a look. I think that'll make a good screenshot, don't you? So, now let's look around here in the video. Now, if it wasn't raining, you can see a lot farther, but since it's raining, vision is obscured. There's 2 new deer. Here are the 2 of the nearer estates that I did those quests in. There's the one I cleared the vines in, I think. And there's the one where I found pottery shards. Thumb Nambarth and Thumb Varan are their names. There's the crossroads. What is it called? Canadiac? Yeah. Here's a numinous to the southwest. You can't quite make out a numinous, but you can see kind of the entrance of the numinous here. And then down here is the Barandolf, where I was earlier. All this down here. There is Lithost, and here are the ruins of the Lighthouse. And there is Barad Tharsir. So, if I remember, I'll come back up here sometime when it's not storming. You can see farther across the lake. It's very pretty.
What can I do for you?
Yep, the ruins to the west and north are in desperate need of our aid. So he's giving me offers of a bunch of shields or some potions. I think I'm gonna take the shields. Actually, potion. No, this shield is worth more. So I'm gonna take this heavy shield and just sell it. So
What
yeah,
can I do for you today?
find a shield. Here it is, because I can't use shields. So, give me that 10 silver.
Stay a moment.
Alright, you've done much to aid us. But these are just minor points in Evendim. The Numinous to the west and the estates to the north hold more value. So he wants me to go to Tanir. So this is a vector quest. And it's leading me to talk to Orkalwe, who will give me the quest to scout the estates that he just talked about, which I already did.
How can I be of service?
Alright, let's use these keys.
Could I speak with you a moment?
So he opened all the containers, but there is one key left. There's a creature that lives in the ruins of the lighthouse, and there's a locked door. But we're sure they can't get in, but they're sure that's where it lives. So he wants me to go there and defeat the creature. I can do that.
Greetings.
Alright, extraordinary jewels. Ooh. My reputation just went up. Friend to the Wardens of Anumis. Get travel discount, which is nice. Unlocked the next tier. Get the title and some LotRO points.
How can I be of service?
Right? He says the weeds are great. And I brought a lot. So that's good. Alright, let's go check out that creature in the lighthouse. And that'll be the last quest for this episode. Alright, here's the door. Here's the inside of what's left of the lighthouse. Oh, there's a creature. It's a weird looking one. Got some kind of disease. Didn't get a chance to see what it does. I think there's heart in here. Kurgrim Slayer. So the creature was a Kurgrim. And we'll be seeing more of those here in Evendim. Looks like he was eating a tomb robber. Doesn't look like there's much else down here. But defeating that creature was very helpful, I'm sure. Alright. So, time to make my way back to the Colossus camp and turn in that quest. And then I think all I'll have left are the Barad Tharcir quests. Okay, I'm gonna hop down this hill, make things a little quicker.
Greetings.
Alright, he's glad that I helped. Okay, and that's going to do it for this episode, but I still have the quests left to scout Barad Tharcir and defeat tomb robbers there. So, tune in next time, Niblings.